Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Daily Disney Discussion. I am Melissa. Walt is absent. You are stuck with me. Hope everybody's doing well. Have had a great weekend. Hope a lot of you have tomorrow off. I know it's a holiday weekend. It doesn't quite feel like it, but it's nice. I know I can sleep in a little bit tomorrow, so that'll be a big plus for sure. So I want to go in, do a little bit of housekeeping real quick before we get started. Of course, we always want to thank Dean from the Live Place just for making this available. This option always has some great channels to check out. I know most of you know that, and thank you for being here. Special shout out to Disney Dan and Steve's World, our partner channels. And just want to thank all of you for being here today. So let's do a shout out to some of our group. We have our #1 in today, James Ryan, our member. Welcome in, James. Thanks for being here. Captain Akron. Russ Stapleton, also a member. Noah, thank you for being here. Let's see, who else do we have today? Oh my goodness, lots of chat. Everybody's here. Marshmallow Man, welcome in. Thanks for being here today. Brian, another member. Good to see you today, Brian. Christine Hickman, welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Joey's World. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Keith. Hey, Joey. Hope you're doing well. What you making for dinner? Thanks for being here today, guys. Well, I think I've shouted you all out. Oh, my Disney Park memories. Thanks for being here. How are you? If I missed anybody, let me know. I might have missed you just rushing through here today. So today we get to talk about one of my all-time favorites, Pirates of the Caribbean. It's funny that Walt happened to pick that one out of the jar because that's definitely one of my favorite rides for sure. So we're definitely going to talk about this. Of course, it opened first in Disneyland back March 18th, 1967, before I was even a thought in anyone's head. And then it opened actually right before I was born at Disney World on December 15th, 1973. So that seems like ages ago. So, ooh, Lisa's making raviolis. Yummy. That sounds delicious. I gotta make dinner after this, so probably just doing leftovers. Oh, welcome in, Disney Nerd Herders. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Charlie. Welcome in. Oh, Charlie's out back burning things. Hopefully it's something legal. I'm hoping it's the trees. Oh, goodness gracious. But anyway, pirates. Ooh, jambalaya. Brian, you are making me so hungry. I love jambalaya. Anyway, I love everything. Who am I kidding? Anybody doing a cookout tomorrow? I know we have to kind of keep ourselves distance, but usually people have a cookout on Memorial Day weekend. And thank you for any of you that have served or may have had family members that have served as well. Maybe you lost and we're remembering them. So definitely thank you so much for any of you that have been in the military and served our country. That means a lot. So I wanted to throw that out there before I completely forget. But anyway, let's, you're older than me, Brian. Yay. I don't know if that's something to be yay about. Anyway, let's talk pirates. Of course, it turned into one of the greatest franchises of all time, movie-wise. Everybody knows Captain Jack Sparrow, and we know that addition was made to the ride, I think in 2006-ish. But the ride was classic long before we had Captain Jack. And just curious to get your thoughts on this ride. Everybody give me a little input on what you think. I love it. I love that it's a dark ride. It's a boat ride. I kind of miss, I don't know if you guys missed this, but I know when you first get on the ride, you used to go through that area that was like a mist and it has the fog, and it used to have the face up of one of the villains, whether it was Blackbeard or Davy Jones, and to go through that. And now that hasn't been on the ride most recently. Have you guys noticed that too? I don't know if it's the same in Disneyland. If it's the same, I know they can be slightly different. So I know that for me is kind of a bummer. I used to be scared of the little drop that used to be in this ride. It's so nothing compared to like Splash Mountain and other rides, but I still have to brace myself when that comes. But and I like now that they have the photo op. I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but that's a lot of fun if you actually get it to come through. It's nice to have the photo op here on Pirates now too. So Brian's like, I miss the original Pirates with the wench chasing scene. To be honest, I guess that's another area we could discuss too, guys. I know the controversy. I know they changed up the whole redhead scene in our Pirates, you know, where no longer are they auctioning off the women, but now the redhead is leading the pack and, you know, selling the rum. And I personally didn't mind the original redhead scene. I guess maybe it doesn't bother me. I picture it to be reminiscent of another time, something long before where we are now. And the same as anything in history, things change, and we certainly wouldn't accept that in today's age. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny. You know, everybody, we want the redhead. I just thought it was funny, and I kind of miss that. I don't dislike the new scene, but I do miss that. For the most part. So I don't know what your thoughts are, guys. Russ says, Pirates is one of my favorites. I wish they would take Jack back out, though. The one at Walt Disney World seems like there are too many tie-ins from the movies and it's lost its original story. I can see that. I don't mind the addition of Jack, but of course I love this ride long before that. And I understand. I definitely see your perspective on that, Russ, so I get it. You know, it definitely, having to put an IP in everything that they have in the parks isn't necessary. You know, there seems to be very few rides now that don't have some kind of IP attached to it. And I'm with you on that. I wouldn't be opposed to them taking him out, but now I think a lot of people might be with the generations we live in today. It's hard to say, so. Anyway, and hey, there's Walt in the chat. Walt says he loves the queue for Pirates. I think it's a good queue. It's, of course, a good place to stay cool. Usually the ride lines aren't super long. It just depends. And I know we like to discuss whether or not you would use a fast pass for this ride. So I'm curious, guys. Joey's, we don't accept that. We want the redhead. For sure. So what are you guys' thoughts in terms of fast passes for Pirates? Where are you at with this? I know with us, it really depends. I can't say we've never obtained a fast pass for Pirates. It's one that we love and it's a must do. We actually went to Disney one August and this was down for refurbishment, and I was so bummed the whole time. It was actually the year my mom came to visit, and it was her first trip to Disney ever, and she has yet to experience Pirates, and it's a good chance she and my sister are coming down this fall, and we're going to take them on a Disney day. So I'm super excited to bring her on Pirates this time around. So she's got to experience it for sure. So for me, I guess it depends. If it's a really busy time of the year and it's one I don't want to miss, I would fast pass the ride. Otherwise, I think sometimes wait times can be super reasonable if depending on the time of day that you get there. So I think it really depends. And we'll definitely let you know, Lisa, where we got the music, or Walt will. He'll be the one more apt to tell you where he gets all this stuff from. He was kind enough to get it set up for me. So for sure. Oh my gosh. So Noah says, last time I waited 60 minutes. Fast pass is definitely a yes for me. And we had a lot of fun when we went on this ride during the Halloween party one year, where they had the pirates dressed up within the ride, and they have the one on the bridge that was actually, was it Barbossa? I think he was dressed up as Barbossa at one point. Another time we went, it was just a random pirate, and he'd be sitting there yelling down to you in the boat, and that was a lot of fun. I thought that was really cool to have that interactive experience. I almost wish they would do that on the regular. It was really kind of cool. So how about favorite scenes, guys? I know there's so many different scenes within this Pirates ride. So what's some of your favorite scenes within the ride? I mean, I know the one we have on our art here and the one we have behind us on our photograph that's put in with the Disney characters. That's definitely one of Walt and I's favorite parts, with the dog and the bone and them trying to get him to get the keys back. That's a super awesome part. What about you guys? Looking to get your input on that. James said, I hit this ride along with Splash and Thunder right after rope drop. Otherwise, I ride it in the evening. I usually don't fast pass it. And I'm with you 100%, James. I think depending which direction you choose to go, that is an awesome way to go. We found that sometimes going to the left and going through Adventureland first, maybe hitting that Jungle Cruise is another one where if you can get there first thing in the morning, you're going to avoid those really long waits. And the same thing, you can hit Pirates, you can hit, Splash Mountain, Big Thunder, all of that, and get them done. Hey, John, welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you're here. So, again, just kind of get some thoughts out here, guys. I know you like to talk a lot more than you are today. Come on, let's go. Come on, let it go. Hey, Fernie67, welcome in. Glad you're here. Give me some thoughts on your ride, on this ride. It's definitely an all-time favorite for me. I'm sure a lot of you love this ride. I mean, I find it usually is a neck and neck when we do our Mouse Madness. It tends to come up against Haunted Mansion, of course, which tends to beat everything out in the long run, even the new rides. But for classic rides for me, this one is amazing. So Charlie said they have issues with the redhead, but no problem with waterboarding the mayor. That is a good one. Don't be cheeking, Carlos. Is that Carlos? Not terrible.
Lots of lines that are very quotable.
Don't be cheeking. And yes, quotable lines. And this is something that Jim, More Sunshine Please, did on his stream not too long ago. Great stream. And he did quotable things from rides and attractions, which I think is great because you'll hear people all over the park say things like that. Or you're talking in everyday life and you'll bring up a line from a Disney movie or Disney attraction. It's so much fun. And there are tons of them from this ride. I think that you'll end up talking about or hearing, or you'll see t-shirts. That's one of the things I love about the new Disney merchandise they're coming out with. They're doing more of that. They're doing things that implement the things we love about Disney instead of just IPs or just pictures of Disney characters. And I think that's fantastic. I think it fits really good. So for sure. And James says, I like the drunken pirate entertaining the cat. Absolutely. And I think of little cats on the barrels, all with their backs up and their tails all puffed out. That's really funny too. The little things that you notice. And what about smells? I mean, this ride has pretty much everything. You've got the burning smell, with the fire. You've got the smell from the flower trees, almost like a vanilla floral scent as you're going through part of the rides. So that's another big factor when it comes to Pirates. You've got all those great smells that are coming at you, as well as the experience. One part I don't like so much is the pirate ship when they're shooting the cannonballs. And I swear, Walt, almost every time I make him sit on that side of the boat, so he gets soaked almost every time. So it's kind of funny. So Walt has a good question. Oh, hey, Richard, welcome in. Thanks, Archons, for being here today. What would you change about the ride? Now, Russ just said, of course, he would take out, the Captain Jack IP status for sure. That's something he, thinks the ride could do without. I kind of wish the redhead scene would go back to what it was. The bromine smell from the water, absolutely, Brian. That is for sure something that just you take with you from that experience for sure. And I know they make those Disney scent candles, and I think that might be one of the elements they put in there. And of course, the fiery smell, different things like that, which is pretty cool. Russ, you hit the nail on the head. The song. I mean, come on. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. I'm not Walt, so I'm not going to sing as often, so you really don't want to hear that. So, but classic, right? I mean, you can't not go about singing that song when you're in the ride for sure. So, and more redheads. More Charlie says, more redheads. So for sure, this is such a great ride. Come on, guys, give me your feedback. I want to know more. So,
are you changing anything?
Anybody say anything? No, I said that. Walt's here coaching me on the side. But hey, Disney Circus girl, welcome in. Hey, Ray, thanks for being here. No, in terms of like, as far as I'm concerned, I know for me, like Walt asked me if I would change anything, and I think I would just take it back to its original in terms of putting the redhead scene back in. Like I said, I don't care one way or the other with the IP. I'd be fine with it going back to the way it was before. And I miss the little area where you would go through when they had the villain. The mist needs to be fixed. So I don't know if they just stopped it or if they just need to fix it, but I miss that. I thought that was neat to go through the villain's face in the mist. So I thought that was cool. So Charlie says, maybe give the guest pirate guns and we can shoot the pirates like Buzz Lightyear. I think anything would be better than the way we shoot at Buzz Lightyear, though, so maybe it would be more fun. That would be kind of fun. But it would just take away from that ride. No, Charlie, no. We can't do that. Hey, Avery, welcome in. Thanks for being here today. Glad to see you for sure. And Ray says, I used to love it in its original form. It was so amazing and made it clear that the movie was based on the ride. Now people really do think it's a ride based on a movie, and you're right. With our younger generation, for sure, I have to agree with you. And I think if they took that out of there, they wouldn't understand that. And I think that's unfortunate. That's bad because, yeah, that's been changed now for well over 10 years. And a lot of people would have absolutely no idea that was not how the ride used to be. For sure. So let's see here. Russ, I would change it to the Pirates of Penzance. Funny.
How long would they wait for this ride?
Now, I guess we talked about whether or not we would fast pass, but how long would you guys wait in line without a fast pass to ride Pirates of the Caribbean? Just curious. So James says, I agree with you, Melissa. The Misty entrance should be there again. Should have a villain, whether it be Davy Jones or Barbossa. Sorry, guys. But I know, I missed that. I mean, I didn't care for it as much when it was Blackbeard. I wasn't as into the fourth movie. It was fine. But yeah, I really liked having Davy Jones or Barbossa there. I thought they were the best for sure. How do you guys feel about the photo pass? And if you have that, it's nice to have that. Just curious your thoughts on that. The last time we went on this ride, our photo pass photo never showed up. So that kind of bummed me out. That's happened to us a couple times recently. Or I'll find pictures of someone else's family. Like we got someone else's family on the boat. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? All right, Fernie says 30-minute wait. 30-minute wait. I think that's pretty reasonable for sure. Anybody else here? Pirates was supposed to be a period piece ride. The way they behaved is not the way we behave, nor should it be. Absolutely agree, Brian. That's exactly how I view this. That's what makes it fun. It's really not supposed to be politically correct. It's a pirates ride. I mean, pirates, we're not good people. They aren't good people. They did bad things, and that's kind of, on the lighter side of probably some of the things that they did. And that's what makes it interesting and fun. I think we get way too wrapped up in all of that. Just enjoy it, have fun, take it for what it is, and go from there. John says, I enjoy the ride, but it's not my favorite. He would wait 30 minutes. Ray says, oops, I think it would be happy to wait 20 minutes or so. Hey, Meredith. Hey, Ron. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, guys. 30 or under, Charlie and Stacy say for sure. Russ says, I wish we had more of the entrance story that they have at Disneyland, or make it more like Shanghai's with the projection mapping and effects. Oh my gosh, now that is an amazing ride. Now, is there a Pirates in every Disney, or a form of Pirates? I mean, Shanghai, I heard Rob Fuzz on his channel the other day. He was on a stream with somebody else, and they were talking about how we would love to have that version of Pirates brought to our park, but as a second Pirates ride, not to get rid of our Pirates ride, because ours is special too. But if you guys have never watched a vlog or video of the Shanghai Pirates, you must do it. It's amazing with what they do. And I think since we've ridden Mickey's Runaway Railway, I think it reminds me of a lot of the technology that they must have used to make it look like the things you were doing. So, oh, Detroit Disney Duo just upgraded to Bibbidi Bobbidi Bunch. Thanks for being here today, guys, and thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. You rock. And we're actually have worked on filming our next member-only video for Out and About. So we'll be getting that out to you hopefully within a week or so. So be ready for June. And this time we will not release it to the actual public as quickly as we did the last one. That was kind of an oversight. It will be special to you guys, to you members. So thank you so much. And Ray is our member as well, and the DuPhilly crew. I don't think I shouted you out as members. So thank you so much. We appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Hong Kong doesn't have pirates.
Let's see here. Oh, Hong Kong. Okay, thank you, Avery. Avery is a epitome of so many fun, awesome Disney facts. Knows so much about it. If you need to know something, ask Avery. He's amazing. So I usually love all the little things you bring up, Avery, in the streams. I love to read your posts. So thank you, by the way, for sharing. I appreciate it. So like everybody's kind of giving me a vibe of a 20 to 30 minute wait for Pirates. And that's probably about where we would stand, only because there's really no necessity for it. I mean, we're at the point where usually you can get in line at this ride and it will take you 20 to 30 minutes. You shouldn't have to wait that long unless you want to fast pass it. So I'm with you. So let's move into the rating side of things. Let's hear from you guys. So for me and Walt, we're going to give it, Did it come up? I can't read. Yes. Sorry, guys. We give this ride a 10 out of 10. I have to, because for me, it's classic, and I love this ride. I know a lot of you may not agree that it's a full 10 out of 10. But, and James, hi, James Garcia. Welcome in. I just saw you. Thank you so much. And he says this is his favorite ride, too. It's my favorite, too, James, as far as classic rides go. I love this. Walt would hate me to say this, but I love this more than I love Haunted Mansion. So that's just me. So Noah gives it a 10 out of 10 as well. And, oh, Ray says this one at Disneyland Paris is usually a walk-on. So is Disneyland Paris, is it a lot different? Is it similar? I'm curious. I don't know if I've actually seen a video for Disneyland Paris's Pirates. I know they're all a little bit different. Hi, Rachel. Welcome in. Oh, no. Rachel has a headache today. Everybody wish Rachel well. Say a little prayer. Fingers crossed for you, Rachel, that you feel better. I feel you. I get migraines, so I feel your pain literally, and I hope you feel better soon. Let's see here. All right, I want to see ratings. I see a 9 from R. Johns. I see a 9 from Fernie. I see a 10 out of 10 for James. I see a 10 out of 10 for Ray, because it's her favorite of the boat rides. Meredith and Ron say it is a 9, along with Joey's World. Thank you, guys. Let's see here. All right, we've got James Ryan with a 9. We got Charlie and Stacy with a 9. And Ray says it's very similar in terms of the differences here. Let's see here. Avery gives it a 9.5. Brian gives it an 11. That's great. I love you guys. You're so funny. Awesome. Well, it's definitely on the top of our list for sure. You know, if it hadn't been a 10. If I hadn't forced Walt to give it a 10. No, I'm just kidding. I know it would have been pretty darn close, like a 9 or 9.5 for sure, just like Avery. Rachel says, can I give it a 10 out of 10 for the one at Disneyland? Of course you can. The one at Disneyland, I think, is very similar. So hopefully one day we'll be meeting you here, you know, at Walt Disney World, Rachel, and eventually we'll be out to Disneyland, I promise.
I think the one in Disneyland, and it's Brian, I think
Oh.
it's actually a little longer.
The one at Walt says that the one at Disneyland may be a little bit longer. You guys may know, those of you that have experienced both. Brian says 11 out of 10. Disneyland Paris is very similar. We have a different redhead and an amazing Barbossa animatronic, and of course, most of it is in French. This is true. I would love to see it. I'll have to go watch a video because if I've seen one, I've forgotten it. So that's awesome. Now, does your redhead, did they change it to where she leads the group, or is she still the old school redhead? Is it different? I'm curious, Ray. Let me know. Let's see here. Brian says that he thinks we'll love his Haunted Mansion. Don't get me wrong, I love Haunted Mansion. And Haunted Mansion would just, did we do that one already? It would be a 10 out of 10 for me, too. But it's below as far as if I had to pick one. If you said you're going to the park today and you can ride either Pirates or Haunted Mansion, I would pick Pirates in most cases. Maybe if it was Halloween, I'd say otherwise. I do love the idea that the Disneyland one has the Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. That I've got to see at one time in my life for sure. Ooh, Rachel's going to Disneyland next September. And let's see here. And Ray says all Pirates rides are 10 out of 10. So yeah, I wouldn't mind experiencing them in all the parks. So, hey, we're already getting pretty close to 6:30. This even went fast for me, being a new, venture for me. And I want to tell you guys real quick, just some things that might be changing. Walt and I have been discussing a vlog that I can start doing on my own. And as you all know, we love food, so we're putting something together. Hopefully we'll have it, some thoughts and some things put together within the next couple of weeks. But we'll announce once we know for sure. We think we know what we're going to call it, and it should be a lot of fun. So figured I'd throw that out there today too. And it will be my stream, and I have to do all the work because I need to learn. Russ says the Disneyland version is the original, so it definitely counts. It is longer because of the bayou parts and longer cave. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Oh, cool. Ray says she has a ride-through video she'll send us. Yay! That'd be awesome. Yes, Rachel, I love food too. That's the problem. Charlie, finally done sawing wood. Now I can pay attention. Can you start over? I don't think most people would agree with you, Charlie, but that's kind. I think I would love the Bayou in the Disneyland version too. That sounds super fun. Did they have what was her name, Calypso in it? Of course, this was probably done long before the movie, and I'm sure that's where they pulled it from. I'm sure the Bayou was there long before, but I'm wondering if they added extra IPs to yours. But all right, since it's 6:27, let's do our draw for tomorrow and see what ride we'll be talking about then. Oop! I'm doing like Walt. I'm dropping them all over the floor. Here we go. And we are looking at... I can't show you this one, but it's Alien Swirling Saucers at Hollywood Studios. Walt just did the anagram. So I can't show this one up on the screen or we could have an issue. So fortunately, I knew what it meant and didn't just go, what's beep? So... Alien Swirling Saucers, Hollywood Studios, Toy Story Land tomorrow. So that's a fun one. I'm excited to talk about that one tomorrow too. Maybe I'll join Walt or maybe I'll be here again doing it tomorrow. Poor Walt has to work tomorrow. I don't. So maybe that means I should be here doing it for him too. So that's right. They have the Blue Bayou restaurant. I would love to eat there because that's all like Louisiana style, right? Now I'm getting hungry for dinner. So anyway, we're drawing to a close here. So once again, I want to thank all of you for being here today. So many of our members that popped in, so many of our awesome fans and supporters. I so love to see you and appreciate that you've really made this so much fun for us. We've really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I'm getting some practice in here. I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting me too, and just encouraging me to get more brave and do things that I know I can do. But you guys are the best. We love you. Hope you have an awesome Memorial Day tomorrow. Enjoy time with family if you can. And hopefully a lot of you can enjoy your day off if you have it. Thanks for being here. And we will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. So we'll talk to you real soon. Take care of yourselves and each other. And again, be sure to check out our partner channels, Disney Dan and Steve's World, and Dean at the Live Place. Have an awesome day, everybody. Thank you. Bye. There's Waltan. Bye.